Okay, so this video is just like a little behind the scenes of all the sets and all that we used for the video that you've just come from. So to start off, it was just the main spawn area. This is Steve's original spawn point, and the way I did it all is I just put obsidian behind me. I was going to use glass, but I used obsidian just because I like obsidian. But I wanted, because it doesn't let any light through, and I wanted the ends of it to be somewhat darkish. But he spawned there. The Chad, who was playing Steve, he was spawning there, and yeah, he just went across, and I just crouched, pressed F1, and slid across. The only thing that was hard about doing this part where you're sliding across is getting the camera to be like in almost perfect position every time. The way I did that is I looked at a certain pixel, which I think was that one, and then just made sure it was somewhat straight. And to make sure you're straight, I was just crouching and holding S. And if you can see now, I'm moving slightly, so that means I'm not perfectly straight. So that was the hardest bit, getting completely straight. But yeah, I did that, and then I just came all the way across there. And the reason there's glowstone here is because I wanted all this to be the same light each time it transitions, so it doesn't look too messy when it transitions through. So you can see here, when we go to the house bit, it's got glowstone there as well, and it kind of looks the same. But yeah, then I come across here, and this was the house. At the moment it's blown up because at the end the creeper came in. But yeah, this was pretty easy to do, to record. Not the creeper bit. The creeper bit was extremely hard. We'd done it like, I think, almost 10 times because I couldn't get it perfect. At first the door was on the other side, like the hinges were on the other side, and the creeper couldn't get through, so it just blew up here, which was pointless. And then there was times when it came after me instead of the person who was meant to be chasing after. But then eventually done it and blew up everything, and blew up the bed. So that was that, and then we just went to this stone bit, and then that transitions into the cave, which I can't remember where it is, so I'll just... There we go. It transitions into here, which again's got the glowstone, and then it just kind of comes into coal. We had a lot of trouble doing this as well because this is on my personal server, and it was being a bit funny, and you couldn't place any water. So yeah, you can place any water to make that obsidian, so you can mine it all out. But yeah, for those of you that didn't notice as well, if you go back and watch it, if you haven't noticed already, there was Hero Brian standing there. I don't know how many people noticed that. It was pretty hard to see though. Oh yeah, but I like this cave though, because it's like the level that it's at, it goes all foggy and it looks all scary and stuff. Some of it was dug out by me, like I dug out this little bit and put the lava there. But all this part was all natural, and obviously I dug this bit out. And then it goes across into the grass, I mean the dirt, sorry. Which then goes up to the portal thing, which is here. This was all put in by myself, obviously, that's why it's all edged off. And yeah, this was... Well, actually, I think this was one of the hardest bits to do. It looks really simple, but I wanted to time it right, so just as I go past here, he goes into the portal. That's going to get irritating. But yeah, that was extremely hard to do, because he was in the portal normally by the time I was about here, and it just didn't look right, so I had to come out a bit earlier. But yeah, other than that, this was pretty simple. It's the fastest one to do, and then it goes into this, the netherrack, and I forgot to put glowstone here. My original thing was torches, but glowstone looked a bit different, so, but it didn't really matter because netherrack's derpy anyway. Now let me light this back up. Wrong thing, what are you doing? There we go. Okay. Right, so this was the nether bit. This was the hardest one to do. Yeah, this was the hardest one to do because originally my idea was he was going to come out of the portal just as I come up and then go over there, but it was going to take too long to build the whole platform up to it, so I decided to make it so he's just walking on the platform just as I come out, put a few blocks down and then break some glowstone and then fall. And the way I did the falling is I just held shift obviously, and then when it got to here, he dropped like a millisecond before me and then I dropped, and yeah, so just like he dropped right down and he stops at the bottom. And yeah, this took so long because the timing was all off for like the first 5 times we did it. Like I would sometimes drop before he dropped, and he would drop at exactly the same time as I did, and it was just because how fast I dropped, it just didn't look right. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain. And all this was originally attached like around here, but because I couldn't be bothered to keep changing portals and looking for new places, I just stood here digging all this out, so it just went straight down to the lava. And yeah, but now if we go back to the, oh, where is it? I think it's over this way. Yeah. So from that drop, I transitioned it to up here. So I just kind of stood there, recorded it, and then just dropped, and then he instantly respawned there. Then obviously the creeper came in, blew his bed up, and then he had to respawn back at the main spawn, and then he started it all over again because he couldn't find his way back here. So yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't obviously it's not going to be the best thing because this is my first ever type of, I guess, machinima video thing, but hopefully it's not too bad, and I hope I can do more of these because it was really fun to set up and record. The recording it just dragged on a bit because I didn't really know how to do it all, and I was just guessing. Oh, and I put the I spawned a creeper in there and just let it when he opened the door it followed him in. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. Again, it's not probably the best one you've seen, but it's my first ever try, so I think it turned out pretty good, better than I expected. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to go back and watch it again, if you've missed anything or something, there will be a link on the screen somewhere. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.